Hey guys, this is Brahmnadu. So welcome to SFDC scenarios. Today we are going to see child to parent communication in Lightning Web Component. So yeah, so to create an event, use the custom event constructor. Okay, so to dispatch an event, call the event target dot dispatch event. Okay, so the custom event constructor has one required parameter, which is a string indicating the event type. You can use any of the string as your event type. Okay, so if you want to create no, custom event, basically we have to create the event with the help of new this one custom event. And if you want to pass the value from child component to other component, right? So if you want to pass the value, so we'll be just setting the data to the detail property. Okay, so you can use any string as your event type. Okay, so what are the identifier rules for the event? No uppercase letters. So these are all the identifier rules. No spaces. Use underscores to separate words. Let's say your event is having multiple inner words, right? So you can start with underscore. You can set the inner words with underscore. Okay, so moving on to other slide. First, I'll just explain the code. After that, I'll write the code in the VS Code. Okay, so how to create a custom event in Lightning Web Component. Okay, so constant, and this is just a reference variable name, new custom event. So custom event is a constructor, right? So this one, okay, and and the name of the event, okay, and the detail, right? Let's say you want to first we will see how to pass a value, single value from one component to other component, right? If you want to pass the value from one component to other component, right, so we have to make the use of detail property. Okay, and then which value we want to pass. Let's say you want to pass the name from one component to other component, right? So you'll be just putting this dot and the variable name. Okay, so how to fire an event, right? So if you found, so if you don't fire the event, right, we're not able to pass the value from one component to other component, right? So normally in Lightning component, right, so we'll be just let's say if it is a component event, we'll be just getting the event properties, component dot get event, and then we'll be just putting the event name, register event name, and then we'll be just firing it reference variable name dot fire, right? See here, right? If we want to fire the event, so we have to put this syntax, this dot dispatch event and the selected name. Okay, so okay, first we will see, right? So how to first we will create one input field in the child component. Whenever user clicks on submit, so basically we'll be passing the first child component input to the second component, right? So the child component, in the child component, I have created input field, right? And I have created a button as well. On clicking of this button, what I'll be doing is I'll be just creating an event, right? So handle fire event, add an event, I'll be getting the value. So basically you can get the value in two ways. One is with the help of event, so event dot target dot value, and other way is you can even get the value with the help of query selector. Fn is the class name to the input field. Okay, so basically I'm getting the value of input field by using class name. Since I want to get the value, so I just kept a value here, right? So this is the standard syntax, and this would be the event name. You can give any name, but you have to follow the identifier rules, right? So detail, since I want to pass the name from one component to other component, right? So this dot ef name, okay, and we are firing the event. Okay, so parent component, right? So I have included a child component since it is a child to parent, right? So and we have to prefix with on, and then the event name. Input carry event is the event name. Okay, and this is a method, right, in display value, right? Since we are passing only one value, we'll be getting the value with the help of event dot detail. Okay, first we will see the code in the VS code, right? So I'll write the code in the VS code. So let me write the code. So I've already created two components. One is child component 5 and other component is parent component. I'll write the code in these two components. Okay. So I'm creating an input. Okay. Input type equal to text. Okay. So label equal to first name. Okay. And class. So we'll be getting the value with the help of query selector. That's the reason I am putting class here. Okay. Let me put fn. Okay. Let me close this. Let me remove the space, right? So I'll be creating a button as well, right? So on clicking of a button, right? So we'll be creating an event and then we'll be passing it to the other component, right? So let me create a button, lightning button, a label equal to fire the event. Okay. So variant equal to brand. Okay. So on clicking of this button, we are going to fire the event. Okay. So handle click. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll write this method, okay, in the JavaScript. Handle click. Okay. Okay. So now what I'll do is, okay, so I'll declare one variable. So I'm just importing API property, right? So API name. Okay. So name. Okay. And so if you want to refer the variable, right, we have to make the use of this. This dot name equal to this dot template dot query selector. Okay. And dot. So what was the selector and the child? So what was the class name? Fn, right? So I'll be just putting Fn here. I want to get the value of input field, right? So value. Okay. And whenever user clicks on a button, right? So we have to create an event and then we have to pass the value to the parent component, right? So I'll be creating an event, right? So let me create an event. Okay, so let me new event. Okay, sample event equal to new custom event. So custom event is a constructor. So this is a standard one and the event name, right? So I'll be going it. So I'll be giving just some name to the event. Okay, and then okay. So I want to pass right name to the parent component, right? So this dot name, right? So if you are working with the event, definitely we have to fire the event. If you don't fire the event, the communication doesn't happen, right? So if you want to fire the event, then dispatch event and reference variable name. Okay. So let me save it and let me push this code to the source arc. Okay, so we are successfully able to deploy the code to the source arc. Now in the parent component, what I'll do is I'll just include the child component, right? So C and what is the child component name? Child component 5 and we have to prefix, we have to write on and then the event name. I'm just copying the event, right? So basically, right? So whenever user clicks on a button, I'm passing the value from child component to parent component. Now let me write some method handle. Okay, display. Okay, so let me display values. Let me close this. Okay, so now this method I'll write it in the JavaScript. Okay. Okay. So it'll be event. Okay. So API. I'm just importing API property. Okay. So API. Okay. First name. Okay. So this dot, if we want to refer this variable, then we have to make the use of this property. This dot first name equal to, since this is only just one value, right? So I'm just putting event dot detail. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll just display the user input in the parent components. Okay. So let me display it in the parent component, first name. Okay. And the first name. Okay, so the first name, let me check the variable first name, right? First name. Okay, so let me push this code to the source arc. Okay, so let me, I have already created an application, right? And then I have included the parent component. Let me reload this application. Let's see whether the communication is happening from child to parent or not. Okay, so Brahmanaidu. So I'll click on this, right? So this is a first name and input, then the button is coming from the child component, right? Whenever user clicks on the fire the event button, this button. So basically, I'm passing the value from one component to other component. Okay, so let me explain this code once. Okay, I just created input field. I have provided class name to it since we want to get the value with the help of query selector, right? So I've created a button as well. So on clicking of a button, we are going to create an event and then we are going to pass the value from child component to parent component, right? So I have just imported API property. API means public. Okay, name. Okay, this dot name equal to this dot template dot query selector, and this is a class name since I want to get the value of it. So dot of value, right? So this is a standard syntax. You can give new custom event. Custom event is a constructor. You can give any name here, and input carry event is the name of the event, right? So if you want to pass a value from one component to other component, so basically we have to pass that values to the detail property, and then we can able to get those values in the parent component with the help of detail event dot detail. If it is a one parameter, right, we'll be getting that value event dot detail. Okay, if you don't fire the event, then it's not going to work, right? So basically we have to fire the event, then only it will work, otherwise it won't work. In the parent component, what I did is I just included the child component, right? So this is input carry event is the name of the event, so it should be fixed with on, otherwise the event doesn't work. Okay, and this is the name of the method, right? And I have declared API property first name in the JavaScript. Okay, so display values event. Since I want to get the event, since I want to get the detail value, right? We are getting it the help of event, right? So event should be present in the parameter. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Okay. So next, what we'll do is we'll create one more field, right? Input field. Now we'll try to see how to pass multiple parameters to the detail tag. First, let me explain. Let me go through the PPT. Okay. So this is a way how you'll be passing the values, multiple values from one component to other component. A detail, since we are going to pass multiple values, right? So this is the first parameter and this is a second parameter. How to get those values in the child in the parent component, right? So event dot detail. If it is a single property, then you don't have to. So normally, what we did in this example is, since this is a single parameter, we don't have to put anything, right? Since we are going to pass multiple parameters, so basically the system should have to should understand, right? So which parameter that is actually, right? So we have to put the parameter name as well. Okay, so now what I'll do is, in the child component, I'm going to create one input field. Okay, so lightning input type equal to text. Okay, so label equal to last name. Okay, and the class equal to ln. Okay, since we'll be getting the value through the query selector, so that's the reason I'm providing the class. You can get the value even with the help of event as well, event dot target dot value. So basically what you have to do is, so you can basically find the label. If it is a first name, then you can create one variable and you can set the value. If it is last name, then you can set the value. But in this example, I'm going with, query selector. Okay, so now in the child component, what I'll do is, okay, so okay, okay, so now what I'll do is, okay, so first let me remove this code. Okay, so let me make some meaningful names, meaningful declaration. First name and last name. Okay, so I'll be putting the first value, first name to the first name, and since we have created one more field, right? So I'll be just putting last name here, last name equal to this dot template dot query selector dot ln. Ln is basically a class name. Since I want to get the value, so value. Okay, so after this, what I'll be doing is I'll be creating event, sample event, new custom event is the standard one constructor, right? And the sample. Okay, so let me go with the same name, input carry event. Okay, okay, so detail property, I'm going to pass multiple values. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll create first name. Okay, for first name, I'll be passing first name. Okay, so the last name, for the last name, I'll be passing last name. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll fire the event. If you don't fire the event, then it won't work, right? So that's dot dispatch event and the reference variable name. What is the reference variable name here? Sample event. Okay, so let me push this code to the source R. Okay, let me deploy this code to the source R. Loading. Yeah, we are successfully able to deploy the code to the source R. Now what I'll do is in the parent component, I'll just make some changes to the code, right? So since we are passing multiple parameters, right? So event dot first name, okay? And I'll be creating one variable to hold to bind the second name, okay? Last name, okay? So this dot last name equal to event dot detail dot last name. Okay, so in the parent component also I'll make some changes. Okay, so let me provide some break. Last name, okay, and last name. Now let me push this code to the source arc. Okay, so we are successfully able to deploy the code to the source arc. I'll just reload this application since we made some changes to the application, right? So, okay, so last name. Okay, so let me check why it is not coming up. So let me save and let me push this code to the source arc. Okay, so it's loading. Okay, so we are successfully able to deploy the code to the source arc. So let me just reload this application since we made some changes to the component, right? Okay, now we should able to see two input fields in the application, right? So now in the first name, I'll type something. Okay, in the second, in the last name, I'll provide some value, right? So now if I click on fire the event, if I click on the button, so basically we should able to fire these two values from the child component to parent component. Okay, so let me click on fire the event, see, right? So let me just change and let me M Brahmanaidu. Okay, so let me click on fire the event. See, we are able to pass the values from one component to other component. So let me just quickly explain this code. So I've created two components. One is child component and other one is parent component. In the child component, I've declared two input fields. I've created two input fields and I've provided the class name to it as well. Okay, so basically you can get the value, input value in two ways. One is with the help of event and other one is with the help of query selector as well, right? In this example, I have used a query selector, right? I've created a button as well. On clicking of a button, we are going to create an event and we are going to fire the event, right? So I've created two variables, first name and last name, right? I have imported API property as well, right? So this dot, if you want to refer this variable, then you have to make the use of this property. So we'll be getting the value with the help of query selector, this dot template dot query selector, and fn is the class name, right? Since we want to get the value, so it should be dot value, right? So same thing for the last name as well, right? So we'll be creating. So I have created an event here, so this is just a reference variable name. You can give anything here. And custom event is a standard one. And this is the name of the event, right? So in this example, we are going to pass, basically we are passing multiple values, right? From child component to parent component, right? So the first name, I'm just passing first name and the last name, I'm passing last name. If you do, so I just fired this event. If you don't fire this event, then the communication doesn't happen, right? So same thing, even in lightning component also same thing. Basically, you have to fire the event. If you don't fire the event, then it won't work. Okay. So in the parent component, what I did is, right? So I have created two variables, right? So this is the name of the method, right? Event, and I'm just putting the value to the first name and the same thing for the second input as well. Okay. So event dot detail. So what was the name in the JavaScript? First name, right? First name. For the second input field, right? So what was the name in the JavaScript? Last name. Okay. And in the parent component, so this is input carry event as a name. So basically we have to prefix with on. If you don't put on, then it doesn't work. This is the name of the method. Just I want to show the values in the UI. So I just included first name and last name in the parent component. That's it, guys. So if you like the content in my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, please share it to your friends as well. So it might be very helpful to them. Thanks, guys.